Good morning. Good morning. Testing, 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 testing. All right, here we go. Seems like we're good now. What it do? What it do? What's good? Good morning. Good morning. It's your boy Glow back with another morning live stream, man. I wanted to come kick it with y'all again this morning. I appreciate everybody rocking with me this morning, man. Good morning to you. I hope you have a great start to your Tuesday morning in November. It's getting cold outside, so make sure you bundle up tight this morning, man. Um, I named this live. The name of Globe is bigger than the movement, right? Globe himself, you know, is the name of Globe is bigger than the actual channel, than the content, than the actual movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to give you some context of what I mean, you know, you hear the name Lord Williamson, but the movement, the content is actually bigger than the name. The name might come across, but you be like, oh, you talking about, and you put the video on, and you like, oh, that nigga, yeah. That nigga content is amazing. But when you hear the name Globe, you're like, Globe. Oh, yeah, yeah, Globe, Globe, yeah, yeah. But you might, the content and the movement might not be as big as the name. And I say that to say this on this beautiful uh winter, fall, end of fall, going into the winter morning. Went to Sosúa, man. Went to the North Coast. I'm gonna say Sosúa. We was really in the North Coast. We was in Puerto Plata. We was in that whole I forget the name of that town we hung out in. Man, it starts with an M. It's right Monteleone, something like that. And we obviously was in Sosúa as well, right? And I had an amazing time. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, or a lot of people don't want to accept that, but I don't have no other way of telling you. I'm a Gemini, so I do everything with my feelings. I do everything with the energy that's around me. So if I tell you it was a good time, you could 100% take that shit to the bank, right? I have no reason to bullshit y'all. I'll disappear for 3 weeks before I bullshit you. Um, I did a couple live streams. I didn't do much. Did a couple live streams on my channel. I did um, one with Ice. I popped up on NYC The Futures live streams. Um, I popped up a couple times on some of the bigger streams, but for the most part, I didn't really do too much with mine. I did like 3 or 4 morning streams or moving around streams. I didn't realize that those streams were going to get so much talk. Because when someone sent me this information about the one stream, I immediately went to YouTube Studio because I figured, oh shit, my numbers must be booming. And it wasn't. It was the normal, 250 range that I stay in right now that I'm in, which I'm cool with. The people that rock with me are the ones that rock with me, and then we're going to continue to travel this world. And I could care less if we ever get anything in there. I really don't want it to get that big, in all honesty. So, I was hanging out with my guy. We moving around the DR, we fucking around in Sosúa, all over the place, partying, drinking, eating, just having a good time. I told him, I said, man, I'm coming to party this weekend, so you can come with me. Every time I go to the DR, I don't always bring him with me, or I don't always have him around me. I may just utilize him, have him pick me up. It's different movements every trip. This trip I promised him. I haven't hung out with you probably in almost a year. Take off of work. You know what I mean? Take off of work, take off of everything. I'm coming in town to party, all right? Everything on me, don't worry about nothing. It gets back to him that Monteleone, okay. All right, thank you, Big Daddy Stovepipe. Thank you, bro. It gets back to him, someone sends him the link to my video, to my live, and says to him, Dossier, what's up, my guy? And says to him, yo, you might want to be careful because I overheard someone else playing a live, or they got the information from someone else and they said, yo, you was on it. They heard you on it. They know that you hang out with that guy. and they're listening to what he's saying. So I go, well, bro, I didn't say anything wrong. I never said anything wrong. And he said, yeah, I know. We were just talking about Sosúa. I was listening to you. You were talking about how good it was, how people should keep coming. I actually was liking what you were saying. And then he hit me back later and was like, yo, I found out what it was. He's like, it was like when we started talking about the white people and the the girls and the that the government is potentially pushing. So he was like, that lane of conversation that we started talking about is probably what they're upset about. And so I said, bro, this is very easy, bro. I said, this is very simple and easy. I'll put them on private, bro. Like, it's not that big of a deal to me. Um, if it's gonna affect you, and this is someone that has a business out there that's a major is major in that area in my world, in the industrial engineering world. Um, and it also could have been about the conversations that we had about the garbage. We did talk about the garbage. We did talk about the lack of, so we made some comments that I think might have gotten taken out of context. And that's why I always say, Globe said, I'm gonna get that shit on a fucking shirt now. Years ago, if you've been following me for a long time, I always do say Globe said is a very powerful state. Like, sometimes I have to remember, even though I don't have 100 people in my chat, a lot of people. I'm your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. I'm saying, like, them niggas will listen to me. You know what I mean? Like, people that carry you know what I mean? It's like I'm preaching to the 12 disciples. I only got 12 people in here, but I'm preaching to the 12 disciples. And then they go preach to their people, and their people go preach to their people. And the word just spreads down. And it's like Globe said, on the first day there will be light. You know what I mean? So it's like the name Globe and the word Globe is a bigger than the movement. And that'll let y'all understand why I've always kind of shied away from allowing my channel to get any bigger. Why, when I was getting movement, why you kill your channel when you was getting movement? I didn't like the movement. I didn't want to make it any bigger than what it was because um, you know, when you say stuff, when you do stuff, you don't ultimately get to control what people do with what you say or how they interpret what you say. You don't have the ability to control that. You're not God, you're not Jesus. You don't get to control anybody's thoughts. You don't get to control how they feel. And we were talking about investments. We were talking about the greatness of the good of how the city looking. I was talking about what I saw and what I thought could coexist together. And someone took that out of context as if I was saying, oh, they want white people there more than they want black people there. Let's just cut it raw this morning, right? Because that's what I was talking about. And I said I saw more white people doing some of the most similar things that we used to do, more white guys doing some of the more similar things that we were doing in the city. And it's like no one's going to ever have a problem with them being there. But there seems to have been a problem with when we was there. And it's like, okay, well, we can accept the new Sosúa and we can accept the partnership and the joint family, you know, cruise ship tourism, all of that together, and it can coexist together. And that's what we was talking about. So I just wanted to say, man, the Globe name and I've known this for a long time. Even when I came from the chats and created my own channel and started doing my own thing, the name Globe was already big in chats, and I was moving around, fucking with people, and hanging out and just kicking it in the space. I've always been a member of the space. I've always championed the space. I always pushed the space. I always said, this is a dope and little environment. I fuck with everybody here, man. It's cool that there's so many people that have like-minded interests as me. And it's cool. Yeah, there's haters. Yeah, there's people that actually don't participate or travel. That I think create the WWE aspect of it. But even sometimes, even that's fun. You know what I mean? Um, but I just wanted to clarify that this morning, man. Like it just sucks, man. That you know when you speak, and I was speaking, truth, facts. I just didn't want to catch my boy up involved in that. He ain't got there's no reason for him to get fucked up over a couple hundred views. So I was like, you know what, man? If it's making people that upset, or if it's causing people to send it to you, and I hope those people are listening or who plays this back. Um, you know, I had a couple people hit me since then and being like, Globe, should I really go to the North Coast? Should I really go to Sosúa? You really think I'm gonna have that much fun? And I said, dude, you're gonna have a great time. Obviously, the food's not gone. The food is amazing still. It's still there. The environment is still there. The beautiful weather, the beautiful sceneries, the dope Airbnbs, just everything about that area is still there. And the fun is still there if you want it. So I championed that place all weekend long. When I didn't have to, I could have simply just went in, did my thing, fucked around on other people's channels, and kept my channel blank and didn't put out any energy. And it just sucks that people want to try to put a narrative on it and turn it by saying, I was saying whatever I was saying that was, against, um, Sasua, or against, talking about there was, oh, they're trying to get more white people here than black people. I was just saying what I saw, and what I saw was facts. I'm not going to change what I saw for anybody. I'm not going to tell you that I saw green and it was white. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been unapologetically me, but when it involves other people, I'll take their own personal situations into consideration, and um, you know, it is what it is. Special shout out this morning to Ice City 510, NYC the Future, Trapping for Jesus, Las Vegas Sports Talk, Mr. Flip Flop, um, my guy who I met, ain't gonna shout your name out, but you know who you are because I'm gonna put you on blast. My guy, appreciate you. Um, and everybody else that I was able to meet this weekend and kick it with and rock with. Again, shout out to Flip for the amazing food and energy and good times and a great atmosphere. Um, Always it's just a dope place to go to, eat good food in a good atmosphere. Um, you know, it was a good time, man. It was a good time. A time was definitely had. And I just wanted to, this morning I just wanted to clarify that portion of it. My guy, Will Bro, in the motherfucking building. Will always showing love. Definitely always showing love. Salute Globe from Thailand. You were right. Pattaya is lit. Channel support from OG Will. Hey, Will, you need to enjoy yourself in Thailand, right? Get back home, take some time off, and join us in April, man. I'm moving my Thailand trip to April. It's official. Moving my Thailand trip to April. We're trying to put a lot of energy around it. We're trying to get some people involved in it. We're talking with NYC right now to see if maybe, I don't know if he'll move his trip, but if maybe he'll, if he's going to be there until April. That nigga was out there for 2-3 months. Or if he gonna wait and go somewhere else and then go with everybody else in April. I got a couple other people that hit me already since we've been putting it out in the airways, and I'm gonna push this hard. So you're gonna hear this from me for pause on that. You're gonna hear this from me for a while. Um, we're gonna get moving this morning to it's about time for me to take my ass to work. I was getting a little smoke on this morning. Um, I got a lot of meetings today, so I needed my head clear. Yeah, he said you didn't move the trip 2 times. Now I was trying to catch you in January and February. Damn, bro. I know, man. I know, Dosia. I know we kept moving. I'm moving it. I'm sliding it around. Um, damn, bro. Damn, you already booked. I wish you could come out there with us. It's just, man. Once I saw the blank amount of people that was already going, like the blank blueprint of how many people were going and the subset of people that were going, I said, man, we might can make this something dope. and get a bunch of people out there and do the yacht party and maybe do a a pool party and do a whole combination of things that doesn't have any YouTube aspect on it. This is just for real life, man, real travel space moments. I think that goes by the wayside a lot. Like, yeah, we can do the streams and we can do the content and all that, but we also need to have events and stuff that's for the keeping the space strong and keeping the movement strong. So um, damn, he's already booked. My bad, my G. I know I was preaching January. I'm going January. I'm going January. I'm going. Um, but it makes sense if we can do it in April. You know what I'm saying? It definitely makes sense if we can do it in April. Yup, it definitely makes sense we could do it in April. So my bad to anybody that was thinking about going and heard me say I will do January, February. It just makes perfect sense. The only way I can tell you is that it makes perfect fucking sense to do it in April and go somewhere else in January. If I could do two, I would, but I can't. If I could go twice, I'd go back to back on them. But you know, personally, professionally, I won't be able to get two out, but I'll be able to get 2 weeks in April, and that's why it makes sense. I really want those extra 5, 6 days. And going in January is not going to afford me those extra 5 or 6 days either. I'm only going to get about 12. And I can get 16, 17 days in if I go in April. So, yep. I am going to go to Songkran, but I'm only going to do Songkran for I'm going to try to basket my trip. And that's why I'm trying to wait and see how much movement we get around it. I'm going to try to make my trip to start the last 2 days of Songkran. That way, I can get out of the airport, jump in a taxi real quick, right? I'm gonna have raincoats and all kind. I'm gonna have little ponchos and everything. Run into my Airbnb real fast, and then go grab me a super soaker and some goggles and some water shoes, and fucking go experience it for 48 hours. And then after that, I'm done with that shit. So yeah, but Dose, my bad, my G, my bad on that one, bro. I definitely knew I was saying. If you got time, man, if you can, we definitely love you to be out there with us in April. I'll check it out. I was going to Costa Rica for my birthday in March, but I'll consider moving it back and joining you in April. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, Will, bro. Let's do it, man. Like I said, we're gonna lock in the time frame. I'm kind of projecting the time frame right now with y'all, saying that it's gonna be the end of Songkran. So if you're looking around then, I just can't do that water shit for a week. I can't. And I love water, but this is a different type of water. This is a motherfucker splashing you with water all day long, and you're not gonna be able to do nothing if say you eating at a restaurant and a nigga come through and splash you. Like, what you gonna do? You gonna get mad at a nigga? You can't get mad at a motherfucker for that. So, I just feel like I'm not gonna want to be wet all day long. I heard it from when my guy Big Reese said it, I felt him. He was like, "Man, Glow, I loved it, but I didn't like being wet for 24 hours." And I heard it in him, like, "You gonna be wet?" Oh, he was all day, bro. He's like, "Nigga, I was in the club wet." And I'm like, "Oh, nah, nah, I'm cool. I can't be drinking and dancing and soaking wet inside of a building. Like, nah, I'm cool. I'm good on that." Finish this up and then we out the door. Take y'all with me this morning. Speed smoking at the end. You know you're a real smoker when you speed smoke at the end just to get it. Again, my apologies to anyone that was basketing around January and February. I owe y'all. Um, you know what I'm saying? So my bad on that one. Because that was the target. But the target moved. It was a strong chance that I was gonna move it anyway. Like I said, January just makes so much more sense. Let me lock my back porch real quick. Put this thing down. All right, let's get moving. Y'all gonna be moving with me this morning. A little bit of cash. It's always good to have a little bit of cash. Turn off these lights. I'll clean that up when I get home. I feel like messing with it right now. Definitely gotta do some fucking finishing up this house this weekend. Alright, let's go. Where the fuck are my boots at? Probably in the garage. Now here they are. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh man. Who's cold in this motherfucking garage? So yeah, that's the plan. Like I said, it just makes so much sense. And to me, if it makes sense, it makes dollars. To go in April. Gives me more time. Um, and I can pull another trip out of the hat. So I'm kind of up in the air. I really want to go to Brazil, but I really don't want to go to Brazil. If I don't want to rush Brazil. And I also don't want to feel like coming back from Brazil and I spent a bunch of money in Brazil and then be like, damn, I really can't. It's not even fiscally smart to do this Thailand run so crazy. So I think I'm gonna leave Brazil by the wayside. And where the fuck is my belt at? Why's my belt's not hanging on the thing? Tell me it's all real. Oh no, there's one in the car. Alright. Which one I'm wearing today? Let's do confessions today. Hold on. So yeah, it's just not gonna be fiscally smart to do Brazil and Thailand um in a 2 months, 3 month span. That's just gonna be outrageous. That's damn near $8,000, directed towards one area. And I'm just not gonna do that. So, more than likely what we'll do is we'll double back on the DR. We'll go to, you know, if things are going better or looking better in Colombia, it's potential we could do that. Um, we could do a couple different things. So give me a second, y'all. I'm finishing up. Go to Brazil. My guy Elroy, man, make sure you guys tune in to Ray Elroy Travels. Ray Elroy Travels channel. Elroy, drop your channel in the link. My guy is gearing up for an epic, 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 epic Brazil run. He's gonna definitely be letting everybody know in the space what Brazil's hitting for. And I'm super excited for him to go to Brazil here um, very soon, very, very, very soon. So make sure y'all tune in to Ray Elroy's channel. He'll be definitely giving us some content. I'll definitely be over there fucking around with him while he's out in Brazil. Because I'll be bored gearing up for the holidays. So, you know, um, yeah, go check him out. Hold up, y'all. Loud for 1 second. Open up this garage. Oh, ooh, I still gotta paint this door. All right. Thing I'm missing is my wallet, and there she is. Mm. And there's my belt. Oh, 1 second. Had to turn the Bluetooth off, make sure that was ready to go. All right. Oops. My credit card. Put that in there.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, I was distracted for a minute. I am back. Go to Brazil. In the building. D Blake, what up, my guy? What's good with D Blake? I know Blake out in Thailand right now, or was out in Thailand. I don't know what his timing is right now, but I know last I saw my guy was out in Thailand. Blake, I hope your Thailand trip's been dope. There's Ray Family Travels channel right there. Make sure y'all go check him out over the next coming days. Turn your notifications on. He will be inside Brazil. That's my guy. Oh, man, he got the crying faces. Crying faces. That boy waking up to that ice-cold Maryland air. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? At least the Ravens won, dog. At least our Ravens won, dog. I know Panthro is in the building. Panthro always sending me some bullshit. I'll be looking at shit. I don't even respond back. I ain't responding to this shit. You want to send me some bullshit for weeks. Weeks and weeks. He'll send me some bullshit about them bullshit-ass Steelers. You and my brother on that bullshit-ass Steelers. And God rest my dad's soul. His bullshit Steelers, too. All y'all Pittsburgh niggas bullshit. I tell my dad, how you from Philly and you a Steelers fan? Just because y'all moved to Pittsburgh for a couple years in your life. You're from Camden, New Jersey, Nick. And you're a Steelers fan. But, yeah. We outside. All that shit y'all was talking, we standing outside. We be in the crib in a little while. Don't even worry about it. You gonna have to solve this one. You ain't gonna be able to duck this one like niggas be ducking K9. Nah, that's Debo. This, what you got on my 40? Hey, stall him out, Debo. Shut up, nigga. Thought you had $200. Nah. I want to spend red money. Yeah, we coming, bro. We on that doorstep. This is Shador and Travis Hunter, 2024. Heisman Trophy. We coming. Y'all gonna have to go through us. Ain't no running away with this division no more. This division is ours. Oh, y'all, not too fast. Y'all boys don't slipped up. Y'all boys don't slipped up. So, it was all good yesterday. KBS, my guy, what up? What up? Salute. He said it was all good. Hey, just remember, man, I'm gonna get late on these comments and the thing because I'm about to jump on the highway, so I'll read them as I can. Hey, it was all good yesterday. Them boys don't let us back. What y'all thought? I was letting everybody talk shit, like, because people, I had to explain it to my son, because my son was really down, and he's like, Dad, why don't you care that the Ravens are losing? Like, you ain't even act like you care. I said, son, let me explain something to you, man. I'm going to explain this to you one time and one time only. And if you don't understand it, then I can't help you, right? In 2000, the Baltimore Ravens won the Super Bowl with a team that hadn't scored a touchdown in almost 8 weeks. 8 weeks. They didn't score one touchdown, and we won damn near every single one of them games, right? We were the 6th seed in the playoffs. 6th seed. We wasn't even supposed to be in the playoffs. We had the worst offense NFL history to ever win a Super Bowl. I said in 2013, we lost 6 games in a row, including a fucking 30-point blowout to the Broncos. We lost all our players. We was hurt. Everybody talking shit. Ravens suck. Blah, blah, blah. We get in the playoffs as a 4th seed, go all the way to the Super Bowl. We the underdogs. We win when nobody is talking about us. Now, all that hyped up first place, Lamar winning MVPs, blowing niggas out, that shit is all fun and cool. I thought that was cool, but I like this type of football right here. 4 and 5, gotta win out. Yeah. This is Baltimore. This is Maryland-style football right here, baby. Who want us to come? That's what I said to my boy. I said, y'all want us to come to New England? Divisionals? Ask yourself, do you really want Lamar Jackson in the divisionals in New England? Now, you don't want that. Nah, bro. You ain't waking up in the morning saying you want that. Now, you want the Colts. You want the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want Baltimore on their schedule for the divisionals. Now, when they get to the conference championships and all that, it is what it is. You get who you get. But divisionals? Nah, don't nobody want us. Y'all niggas better avoid us as long as you can. Because we coming. That's all I'm saying. But back to travel. That's enough football real quick. Back to travel, man. Again, man, an amazing trip. Had a good time. But we're going to get focused now. Obviously, we're going to preach about this April run. I know it's a little ways away, but I'm excited. You know what I mean? Thailand is so dope that I'm not even upset that I'm pushing it back. Like, it's like, damn, I don't really want to but Thailand is so dope that I know everything I want to do is going to be there waiting for me when I get there. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, if you could basket this trip with, you know, 10, 15 people and put it together and, you know, everybody coming with good energy and, nigga, we can have a good old fucking time and everybody can still enjoy their trip solo and everybody can come together as little groups and then we can come together as a massive group and, you know what I mean, there's a bunch of different things we could do. Like I said, we can grab the boat, fill it up, you know, go on out. We can put together a villa, put it together. You know, we can do a bunch of different shit. I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do. You know, one of them niggas to steal my idea, so I'm gonna put it out now. What I was just thinking of doing is doing a Cologne Island takeover. I don't know how many people would be interested, and as I said, we can get a good subset of people to go out there, maybe like 5, 6, 7 of us, 8 of us. Take over Cologne Island, get some scooters, boat out to the island, get some scooters when we get to the island, spend the night out that motherfucker and just take over the island. You know, kicking in they got mad little villas and bungalows and apartments and condos. And be enough fucking shit for everybody. And we just take over Cologne Island for the night. You know what I'm saying? Throw a little beach party on the beach, just chilling. Everybody leave, go back to patio. We just on the island, rolling around the island in fucking scooters and just wilding, having a good old time. I think it'll be dope. I think it'll be dope. Jay now says shout out to Matt Stover. Yeah, y'all, legendary kicker. Y'all, Matt Stover was elite that year. That nigga scored the most points, I think, of anybody that year as a kicker. That was that 10 points and it's up. It's over. 10 points and it's over. Jamal Lewis, 10 points and it's over with. And Matt Stover was going to get 9 of those 10. I don't know where the other point came from, but 10 points, Jamal Lewis, couple screen passes to Shannon Sharp. It's over with. Game over. We got you up 10. Defense ain't letting you do nothing. It's over. Forget about it. And that 2013 team was just special. There was no way we was letting Ray Lewis leave with one Super Bowl. It just wasn't. It didn't fit him. It didn't fit Ray Lewis's career, nor did it fit Ed Reed's career that he wasn't going to get one. So Joe Flacco went on some different shit that year. He went on a whole nother level. That team was special. And that's what I'm saying. I don't totally feel that with this team, but I don't not feel it. It's like I don't not see that they can't do that. Lamar just going to have to. It would be Lamar. It would have to be Lamar. Lamar would just have to go to if Lamar could go to a Super Saiyan level in the playoffs, yeah, nobody can beat us. Because our defense can hold up enough. If Lamar can drop a 40 ball every game for 4 straight games, yeah, we'll smoke through everybody. Everybody. Eagles, Bills, Chiefs, Rams, you know, Patriots, everybody. We'll roll everybody. We got the potential. That 40 ball team is still there. When we was putting up 40 points a game damn near last year on niggas. That team is still there. Derrick Henry goes stupid. That's what I'm saying. Niggas don't want to see us. You don't really want to see us. Like, that would be that wouldn't be the best option. Like, oh yeah, we want Baltimore. Nah, no, you don't. You don't want us to come in there and upset shit. That's what we do. We'll come up in that bitch and just literally upset that motherfucker and go home. And for y'all know it. Like the Ravens is in the Super Bowl. Them niggas is in the Super Bowl, dog. Yeah, so we can't win as our DC. Listen, man, I said the same thing. I wanted Orr and Harbaugh to go, but if Orr could keep that defense playing like they playing, we don't got the scariest thing I see coming up is Joe Burrow potentially coming back. That might be the scariest thing possible. And if that's the scariest thing possible, I ain't scared. Because Lamar loved balling against Joe Burrow. So Lamar will just be like, all right, you going to score 30? I'm going to score 37. Bet. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not afraid of the Patriots, man. I don't think the Patriots been punched in the mouth yet. I just think, when we get them in Baltimore, we're going to punch them right in their fucking mouth. And they're going to be like, oh, shit. Yeah, so I'm not afraid of them. And I wouldn't mind even us just seeing what they about. And I wouldn't really care if they get us because the division is going down in those two games with the Steelers. Like, that's going to be the big – we having a divisional championship. And that's what I love about the AFC North. All these other divisions don't truly ever get a divisional championship game. Whereas the AFC North, you get that divisional championship week. Even if we're not playing each other, you still get that divisional championship week where we got to win, they got to win, and whoever wins, type shit. But it seems like this year we're going to actually get the championship game, divisional championship game, where the Ravens and the Steelers going to come down to one fucking game. And that shit gonna be dope. That shit gonna be real. Just have to sweep Pittsburgh and we got it. Yeah. We know. We know what we gotta do. That's why I say it's in front of us. It's in front of us exactly what it is we got to do. You know what I'm saying? So I know that. I know that for sure. So we'll get it done. I ain't even worried. Ever since that Gilliam kid, that dude from the Chargers, Gilliam, whatever his name is, man, I ain't learned his name just yet. Hey, all he did was, it don't matter who it is. That's why we had signed Sauce Gardner. And then we let him go once we got Gilliam. We just need another safety that can play safety because we need to move Hamilton to fucking Rome. That's what I used to play in high school. I call it Rome. Rome safety, because you like a hybrid linebacker and a safety. You could play corner. You could do it all. And that's what we just need. That nigga Hamilton is the best defensive player in the NFL, and ain't nobody going to tell me three things twice. You ain't going to tell me. Hamilton is the best fucking player next to Myles Garrett in the NFL. It ain't another defensive nigga that's even close to these two niggas, man. Like Frank Warner, when Frank Warner ain't hurt, but that nigga Myles Garrett and Kyle Hamilton, Kyle Hamilton's on a whole nother level. And I'm super proud that the Ravens didn't think they was going to let that nigga walk away. Nah, nigga, take this $100 million and be quiet. Take this $100 million and we're going to revisit you in a couple years. That was a smart move by us. So, yeah. Yo, Globe, I'm headed back outside the Treetown Salute. Oh, yeah, man. Hell yeah. Damn. I could use some Treetown right now. Treetown, foot massage, beer bar, smoke lounge, massage, lunch, nap, dinner, outside. Thai bitch. Rinse and repeat. That was my schedule. And in between I would throw an adventure. I would go from the base to the juice spot, get a juice, then either eat first or get a massage, one of the two. Sometimes I would get a massage first, then eat. Sometimes I would eat and then get a massage. Then I would go to Soy Bucal and head down to either Soy Paho or stay on Soy Bucal and sit at one of them no-pressure beer bars is what I call them In my head, I call them beer bars. Like the ones that are no pressure, I call them the beer bars. And then you got the go-go bars, and then you got Soy 6. It's got to be labeled by itself. But if I tell you let's go to a beer bar, you're going to be like, what type of beer bar? I'm like, nah, in my head, a beer bar is a bar, got some girls in it, but ain't no pressure. They're not pressuring me to buy them drinks. They're not pressuring to do nothing. They just providing an atmosphere. You can play pool. You can sit out on the side and watch, and people watch, and you ain't got to be pressured. And the beer's only 70 baht, 80 baht, and you ain't got to worry about nobody pressuring you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that atmosphere first. Get my drink on, get my swerve on. Then I head over to a Soy 6 or a go-go bar. Don't ever go into Soy 6 or a go-go bar or even the fucking club. You niggas didn't pregame when you was growing up. Like, the pregame is what saved you money. You know what I'm saying? You'll see me sometimes, fuck it. I'll be working on the same, at the end of the night, I'll be working on the same beer for about an hour. Because I'm just using it as like a placeholder. Like, yeah, I got my beer, but I'm 3 types of the way fucked up. I don't even need nothing else to drink. You know what I'm saying? But pre-gaming before you go to Soy 6 or Soy Bucal, or the go-go bars or something like that, you want pre-game first. That way you're not trying to drink and catch up in those type of establishments where that shit's expensive, man. That shit'll get you. You never put a video about the food in Thailand. You never put out the video. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get it done. I'll put that out. I can put that out quickly. I can get that done. I'll do that. I got you, Dossier. I owe you that at least. So I'll get that done. Give me about a week. I'll get it done. I'll put it out. I got that already queued up, so I can finish it up. I got so many videos started in my queue. So many videos in different stages. I don't know, man. This content shit just not for me. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, but I just like being in the space. I like talking my shit to a couple people. I like traveling the world, man. But I got you on that one. I owe you one, so I'll cash it in for that. Deal. I dropped it, and I won't just rush it out either. I'll put something out that I'll even enjoy. But I got you. Yeah. I want you to know. I want to know when you were smoking and eating that. All right, I got you. That's already in there. That's part of it. You can't do that anymore though. So that is changed because of the new rules. So you can't smoke in public as free like you used to now. I don't know if you can get away with it in Treetown because they cool. They were really cool about it, but I don't know if somebody around, like the people around me were getting, like you could see them making faces and stuff, but they couldn't do nothing. They couldn't say nothing because I was outside. And the dude would just come over and put the fan and blow it towards the restaurants. But shit, I was blown. Especially once I realized they couldn't do nothing. Only thing I hated was he would put the fan on me, and it would make the joint burn quicker, so then I switched it up on them, and I started bringing a blunt. Oh, yeah, you think you're going to burn me out? Nah, I got y'all. This going to stink even worse. So, yeah, I got you, Brody. I got you. I'll cook that up. I'll jump on it a little bit today. I got some shit in there with the Grab, where you can get the good food from Grab. Yeah, I got it, man. I got you. I'll cook it up. But yeah, April, man, is when we gonna put. I really wanted to go and I really wanted to get back and start planning it now, but as I just started talking and putting everything together, I said, damn, April might be the best one. April might be the best one to wait for. Just wait until April. Go on out there. Listen, I want to go in January. I definitely wanted to go in January. I didn't want to wait, but I think missing that, I think, that window, it also gives a couple other people the chance to go with me that wanted to go to Thailand but said January was too quick. And I'm like, all right, if January's too fast, I get it. Like, I tend to forget that I travel a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I'm almost through. This is my second passport, but it's the first one I didn't do any. Like, the first one, I only got one stamp in it, really. And then I would, like, one official stamp. I would get stamps in it when I would go on the cruise ship just for GP. That, to me, that didn't really count. That's like the Lakers winning the championship in the bubble. Yeah, I mean, you got the ring. You got the trophy. It say you was 2020 champs, but even me as a Lakers fan, I don't really count that one like that. I count it, but I don't. That bitch got an asterisk beside itself. You know what I'm saying? Because it just wasn't the true feel for the NBA championship. They didn't even give us a parade for that motherfucker. So I had a passport, and I got a bunch of stamps in it. The only true one I got was Guatemala in 2008. Everything else was just cruise ship stamps when I would land at the ports. I would get track all my Caribbean countries that way. The Caribbean entry to those countries count for me, but this is the first true passport that I'm going to fill up. I got about, I think, anywhere between 6 or 4 stamps left. I think I got a page and a half left. So when I get back from Thailand, I will 100% need a new passport. So, huge fucking accomplishment. I am keeping this one. I'm not gonna let them take my last. Why the fuck I let them take my last one? I'm gonna keep this one. Just get them punched a hole in it. I was young then, So, but this time I'm going to just get the hole punched in it, and yeah. So it's definitely dope to know that I was looking through it and I'm like, holy shit, I only got a couple stamps left to get and this passport book is full. So that'll be one passport book full official, my second total passport, but we're just going I'm gonna disregard that last passport because it was really full of cruise ship stamps. And I'm going to say this is my first full passport. So definitely a dope accomplishment to almost be at. And after January and February's runs, it'll be over with for sure. It'll be over with. That passport will be done. Because that'll be 2 stamps. So that'll be 4 stamps. And I know a lot of countries want you to have 1 page free. So, and that's probably going to be what it is. I'll probably fill up that one side of that page, and then I'll just have that other back side free. And so I'll just turn it in at that point because some countries will bullshit with you if you don't got no more pages free like that. So I'm not even going to play around. I want a new one anyway. I also want a new one because when I took this one, I was just starting to grow my beard. Because I never really had a beard. I always cut my beard short. You know what I mean? And I used to keep it shorter than it is now. And this was the first time I had a person ask me, "Is this you?" And I'm like, "What?" "Yeah, that's me." And they were like, "Man, that does not look like you." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's because my beard was shorter." And she was like, "Oh, okay. I'm like, "Yeah, I took this picture when my beard was shorter." So I'm like, "Yeah, nah, I didn't like that." So I'm going to just go ahead and turn mine in. What's up, Fuzzy? What up? What's up, man? Top of the morning to you. Top of the fucking morning. On our way to the motherfucking plantation. Got a basket of meetings today. A bunch of shit going on, man. A bunch of shit I gotta get wrapped up today, man. A couple of fucking stupid situations I gotta fucking figure out today. So yeah, But I wanted to make sure I go live a little bit more in the mornings with you guys, man. Like I said, this trip kind of rejuvenated me, man. Gave me a little bit of another push. Like, you know what, man? I'm gonna participate a little bit more for a while. So I'll be fucking around for a while. Then I'll go. I'm pretty sure I'll go dark again. But looks like the next big trip is gonna be in April. We're gonna do a week in January, but it's probably just gonna be the DR or Colombia, one of those two. We're also gonna do a small look into Cuba, and we'll continue to give Brazil a chance to push for a week. But I just don't want to rush Brazil. I feel like rushing Brazil for a week might not be the best option. So we'll keep fighting the fight and think about what we're gonna do as far as January goes. Colombia is not off the table. If everything's going good with Cartagena wouldn't be off the table. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't mind going to Cartagena. Cartagena definitely wouldn't be off the table. I love Cartagena. I wouldn't mind doing a week in Cartagena, so that wouldn't be off the table. But if things are still the way I hear them, I'm not gonna fucking do Cartagena. I'll pass on it and go back to the DR. I just want fucking coffee and a hash brown. Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Hello, is it a mobile app today?
Nah, can I get a large hot coffee and actually let me get a large hot coffee and hash brown.
Anything else?
Let me get 4 creams and 4 sugars. And that's it.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Oh. Damn it, I bet you my card is locked. Hold on, y'all. Let me unlock my card. We're going to the top window anyway. Hold up. Alright. You gotta lock your fucking card, man. I'll lock myself out of my card. But you better lock your shit. Niggas be on bullshit. Little light breakfast this morning. I ain't want nothing heavy. Just give me a hash brown. I'll eat lunch today. I'm feeling lunch today. So yeah, man. If anybody is planning to go to Thailand, besides my guy Dossier, who I feel bad, I feel fucked up that I've been screaming January, and then I did an abrupt turn. I thought he was coming over here.
5:56 in the morning.
Morning. April is the almost. All right. What'd you say?
Yeah, 1 second.
Oh yeah. All right. April is the target. Unless something drastically changes in the next. And Elroy will say, because Globe's emotional. Globe. I can hear Elroy right now. Dossier, don't worry about it. Globe's emotional. Send him a Thailand video. He'll fucking change his mind. But nah, this just seems like a good time. Especially because if the next month and a half, 2 months go the way they're supposed to go. Let me get some extra cream packets. Yeah, just in case y'all didn't cream it. Whoa. That was wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was reckless, Globe. I said just in case y'all didn't cream it. Jesus Christ. That was an executive level pause this morning. We gotta go get a signature for that pause. We need a cosigner for that pause this morning. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. We need a cosigner for that pause this morning. Hold up, bro. Hold on. I wasn't gonna drop the link because I was about to get off. I wasn't even gonna be up here long, and if I drop the link, we gonna be up here all morning long, and I need to get ready for these meetings. So I dropped it, but I'm gonna kick you off quickly. I know you got to go on the trip, so I want to definitely give you the floor. So ain't that many people in here now. Well, there's never that many people, but I'm gonna drop it real quick. I ain't planning on being on here much longer though. I gotta get to work. I had my fun. But yeah, my guy's gearing up, so see what he got to say. Let's hear what my guy got to say today. But yeah, anyone is interested in going, Songkran, timing, around there, somewhere, I'll be coming in, whether it's, whether I'm in, once I figure out when everybody else is going, which I think the end is probably going to be the better of the two, to go from the end out. So start my trip the last couple of days of Songkran. So there we go.
What up?
Elroy.
Yo,
Oh,
you hear
hold on.
me? You hear me?
Stay connected
Test,
to the Bluetooth.
testing 1, 2.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. What up?
What's going on?
What up? Oh man, chilling, man. Got shit to do. Got a lot of shit to do this morning. But still got some paperwork to do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I got a couple hours.
It's D-Day.
You know. Yeah,
Storming
it's
the
a long
storming the
time.
beaches of Normandy today.
Nah, not storming the beach in Normandy. Probably in the morning, I'm storming the beaches.
Okay.
This ain't no DR, no Columbia 3-hour ride.
Nah, this is a ride.
Yeah, this ride. Yeah, this ride. Just across the 7 seas and seeing
Come on, up. Crossing the 7 seas.
seeing the 7 wonders of the world and shit. Nah, man, it's cool, man. I just got shit to do. Important shit that got to get done, and you know, and hopefully everything go well while I'm not here, and move on.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope everything goes well in this and what you got going on. And you get what you get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But what are
my
you
other
most
shit.
excited for? What are you most excited for out of this new destination? You'll be getting your Big Four medal today, right?
No, not today. Tomorrow.
Well, you get your Big Four medal tomorrow.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man. Elroy's getting his Big Four medal. He will have completed the Big Four.
Well, not really completed. It just, it ain't completed over till December, but at the end of the day, I think what I'm looking for is, I was a nasty motherfucker growing up, and I don't give a fuck who's in here. I used to watch Bubble Butt Orgy World, Brazilian shit. So I always had a fetish for that shit, when I was
Mm-hmm.
younger. So just to experience that, I sound like a little young pervert. But, it is what it is.
It's all good, man. We all perverts.
You know,
We are all
like,
perverts.
I never fantasized about Colombian women, because it was never displayed on like on a home front, as in, like porn when you're growing up. But they did have like the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. So that was always like, oh man, I got to smash one of those, but not really
Bad. I dropped off.
Colombian, Venezuela. But Brazilian, oh man, they took Brazil to a different level for porn when back in the 90s and the early 2000s. So, you know, 20 years later, I finally get the experience of what's really gonna happen.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay. What else are you
You
most
know,
looking forward to?
um, Thanksgiving.
Oh man, Thanksgiving in Brazil. That's not a bad Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I really want like four bubble butts at the same time. You know, I think that's what I'm gonna treat myself for Thanksgiving, and then I'll stop at McDonald's after I'm done.
That boy said 4 bubble butts for Thanksgiving, and then I'm gonna have McDonald's after I'm done. That's some funny shit right
Yeah.
there.
Hey, well, I'm just being completely honest. Most people don't want to hear that, or I'm not really gloating, but that's what I really want for Thanksgiving. Three would
Yeah,
be sufficient, but four would be, I never done nothing like that before.
that boy said bubble booty, bubble butt,
Yeah,
bubble butt.
yeah, yeah, four bubble butts. You know, all you doing is fucking and eating pussy. I said it. What else you gonna do it for? What y'all gonna do? Stare at each other like you and DR, and they gonna be on the other side of the bed? No, we gonna interact. I'll fuck with y'all. I'm gonna do that shit for real though. But yeah, that would be a
Oh,
dream. You know.
okay, man. Well, shit.
Yeah. So I just gotta do this paperwork and finish send some shit to the lawyer this morning. A couple things and get my hair cut. I'm already checked in at the airport. They let you take two check-in bags. So even though I got to carry on, I'm checking that motherfucker. That shit is getting checked, Globe. Only thing I'm gonna have with me is my book bag. With my drone and saying my cameras and shit like that. Other than that, everything else getting checked. You know. And no, we're not carrying anything bad on this trip. Nothing. Mm. What'd you do? Disappear? Hey, pin one in the chat. You still hear me? Cause you know how Globe shit do. He be cutting out and shit. You know. Yeah, man. We about to go on this epic trip. You know. What is today? Matter of fact, a happy Veterans Day to all my veterans that's listening and around the world. And you know, hey man, today's our day, man. Treat yourself. I don't know exactly what promotions is out there. I know, you got Golden Corral for free. I don't know if they're doing it today or they're doing it another day and then they got all Applebee's for lunch and I'm not doing none of that shit. You know, even though it's my day, I'm a veteran. Happy Veterans Day, everybody. I got a whole bunch of other shit to do. So, oh man, I'm by myself. Hey, this turned into the Elroy show. Oh, I love it. I ain't know the nigga disappeared. Yeah. So, hey, yeah, we leaving today, a
My
little
bad.
later on tonight. Macking and hanging. We doing 4 weeks. 4 weeks in Brazil, all right? 4 weeks. So check it out. Um, and y'all gonna have to check out my I'm gonna do live a lot because I actually bought like a camera mount because I'm gonna be like Jay Rillo. I'm renting a car. But only thing is I'm renting from American company. You know. I'm renting from American company. I ain't renting from hey Santos car rental and shit, say at the airport because when you actually go to the airport and you rent a car, you gotta rent a car from your country. You know. Uh, so that's the ones that's going to actually cover you best. Don't rent from Santos or San Juan's, whoever, car rental at the airport because that company doesn't fit your country where you're from. So it's not going to cover you the way it's supposed to. So hey, that's a key note. Yeah. So every time I'm driving, you know, and I probably doing a lot of driving. Hopefully it's not too crazy over there. I heard it's bumper to bumper, but it is what it is. Um, I will be live. The camera won't be on me. The camera will be on the road in front of me, so you'll see what I see. You won't get the side views and shit, but you'll see what I see. You know, um,
Word,
I'll be live at the beach. I don't know how often I'll be at the beach, but I will definitely be there. Macking and hanging, just chilling.
word.
I'm a cheapy, so I bring my own liquor bottle. I ain't buying that shit off the beach, man. You know, that's how you go with that. You know, or take a bride to the beach and she want to invite her friends, and if she invite her friends, you just fail number one because you paying for all her friends. Nah, we ain't doing none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna be out there. I don't know how this trip is gonna go. Um, it's another Dolo trip, and it's a Dolo trip to a location I've never been before. So I'm definitely gonna do some
Are you
dope
nervous
content.
about the fact that you never been there and
Some
got no
dope
one to kind
content.
of
The only problem
Elroy?
out there is
Can you hear me?
they're not camera shy, except you can't get your shit snatched. I doubt you get killed or anything. But you can get some shit snatched. So you guys got to be situation awareness. Um, I don't know, man. We're gonna take it by the numbers,
Can y'all hear me?
and hopefully I
Can
don't
you
get
hear me? Can you
stolen
hear
or
me? Can you hear
robbed.
me?
And
Can you hear me?
if I do, guess what? I- Hey, I got money on the back end. I'll never tell you niggas about it. Y'all
Elroy,
just
can you
be
hear me?
disappointed, like, damn, the bitch got me. Oh man. But I'll never talk about it. You know,
Can you hear me?
shit happens in trips. We go through tough times. Everybody does. It's just that
Can anybody hear me?
most tough times that people have, they don't ever discuss unless they want attention, unwanted attention. And I definitely don't want none of that.
Can you
So
hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hear me? Hear me? Hear me?
yeah, I hear you now, man. I was turning this shit into the Ray Elroy show. You
Well,
know.
well, we gonna tell them take the Ray Elroy show. Ray Elroy gonna have to log on and go live because Globo got to get to work right now.
Oh, oh man. Well, this shit happens. I was just discussing Rio de Janeiro. Just a little bit.
Well, Globo got to go to work right now. So
Oh, I
I'm gonna
feel
catch up
you.
with y'all a little bit later, man.
All right, man. Hey, everybody, hey, hit that notification bell for me. I will definitely be live. Probably, I don't know about tonight at the airport, but I'll definitely be live when I leave the airport tomorrow, and I'm in
Man, I would go
Atlanta.
live in the airport today, man. Get your channel, back in the live notification realm. Get it back. Just do a quick airport live so everybody knows where to go. Everybody
Well,
knows what to look for.
hey, everything depends on what happens when I'm at the airport.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. If
I
you got the time.
Yeah, if I get through that line, I don't know if it's a long line or whatever it's going to be. You know, it says it's short, but if the line is short and I get to go into the Delta Lounge and I get to chill out for a little bit, yeah, I'll go live and and kick the shit. But everything's on timing and how much time I have. So as long as I can leave the house about 5:30 and get to the airport at 6, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, brother.
Yeah.
So, well,
Mm,
your boy Globe will get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I'll be back live again tomorrow morning or the next morning. So, man, just stay tuned. Keep up with me, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Elroy on his way to Brazil, man. Make sure y'all tune in. He's got a lot of good live streams coming for us. Hopefully, maybe me and him could put something together. Or I'll host and he walks around and just shows us Brazil. And maybe he has to be muted up or something. And I'll co-host. So we'll see what Brazil has to offer. There, he got plenty of time. He's gonna be out there. He's gonna be out there. Excuse me. Till damn near Christmas. So
yeah. All right, hey man, salute everybody. God bless, and hey man, we out, man. You know,
Appreciate
once
y'all, man.
again, Globe got another epic with 2.5 people in this bitch. My nigga.
Yep. Hey, appreciate y'all, man, for always rocking with your boy Globe. Um, I got my guy. My guy. I owe him, so I'm gonna drop that Thai food. My Thai food experience. And then like I said, I'll be back mornings to kick it with y'all. As always, man, real travel, real life, real talk. It's your boy Globe. I'm gone.